Well, here are two other sports celebrities who do their business with their feet. Baylor University track and field coach Clyde Hart and his Olympian protege, speed sprinter Sanya Richards. And yes, you guessed it, they are also QRay advocates. We took our crew to Waco, Texas, and spent an afternoon with Sanya and Clyde.
Clyde Hart, Baylor University's Director of Track and Field and former head coach for 42 years, has coached 29 national champions, 355 men's All-American honorees, and 116 women's All-Americans. Additionally, his teams and athletes have turned in 10 world record performances and 9 NCAA records. And in 2004, Hart served as a coach on the U.S. Olympic team.
Well, my involvement with QRay really started with a fellow co-worker that was wearing a QRay bracelet, and I would quiz him about it, and of course he was always very complimentary, but I had my doubts. Some months later, my wife received one as a present, and she was sold on it, and I borrowed it one day, and she's never gotten it back, and I haven't had it off of my arm since then. I had a picture made in Sports Illustrated, and a few weeks after that I got a call from QRay asking me about how long I had worn their bracelet, what I thought about it. I was perfectly honest with them and told them that I felt strongly about the benefits to me personally, and they asked me if I would be interested in speaking about it. And from that, I've had a lot of my athletes inquire about the bracelet, how I felt about it. I've had quite a few of them that have worn the bracelet off and on. Probably one of the most prominent ones is Sonya Richards, who is like me. She virtually never takes the bracelet off. Wore it all last year, running her way to the #1 ranking in the world in the 400 meters. And I think she feels that it's just part of her track equipment is that QRay bracelet.
21-year-old Sonya Richards is a budding international track superstar, a sprint specialist in the 400, 200, and 100-meter events. She is the 2006 USA Indoor Champion. She already has over a dozen major track titles, including a 2004 Olympic gold medal in the 4x400 meter relay. Today, Sonya is considered the fastest woman in the world.
When I started training with Coach Hart, I noticed that he was wearing the QRay bracelet, and I asked him about it, and he told me about it. And he was the first one to actually give me one, and I started wearing it ever since. When I run, I actually run in very minimal jewelry. I take off my watch, but I always keep my QRay bracelet on. 2005 was my best season yet. The only thing I changed was getting with Coach Hart and wearing my QRay bracelet. I feel like I've been on top of my game ever since. I really don't know the science behind it, but I know that it works for sure.
Our next segment is about QRay on ice. We sent our QRay crew to Dallas to visit with David Suprenant, head trainer for the Dallas Stars NHL hockey team.
I'm fortunate to have be the head athletic trainer of the Dallas Stars hockey team, a member of the National Hockey League. We've had a number of players wear QRay over the years and have had some good results, making them feel better on a day-to-day basis from the grind that comes from the National Hockey League. My entire staff wears them. We're constantly lifting and throwing things around and making sure the players are taken care of, and we feel the grind every day also, and so it keeps us in shape and make us get through the day a little bit easier. And a lot of the staff members, and including my family, have taken advantage of the QRay and helped them get through the daily life.